Warga Suriah menjarah barang berharga di Istana Mewah Presiden Bashar Al-Assad. Penampakan cukup menarik terlihat saat tim CNN dapat memasuki Istana Assad yang begitu luas. Dan terdapat banyak mobil mewah koleksi Assad yang juga menunjukkan begitu tinggi kesenjangan antara pemimpin dan warga yang menderita akibat perang saudara selama puluhan tahun.
Outside the palace of Bashar al-Assad, Syrians gather to pose for photographs and celebrate the removal of its despised former owner. The public is not allowed inside the sprawling compound yet, where the courtyards stretch longer than a city block.
This is the driveway into Bashar al-Assad's palace, and you can see how enormous it is. There are still casings all over the ground from rebel celebratory gunfire as they swept in here and took control.
At the entrance, an Iranian flag unceremoniously laid out for people to step on. Iran, one of the regime's staunchest allies. Where once foreign dignitaries roamed the halls, now rebel fighters have the run of the place.
You can see blankets on the sofas in here. It looks like this is where the rebels are sleeping. And in fact, over here, you can see they've got some kind of a makeshift dining area going. Some of their weapons here, a couple of rifles on this sofa. So this gentleman here, who is with the rebels, has just asked that I put on my scarf. It's the first time since we've been here that anyone has asked me to cover my hair. من وينك يعني من أي منطقة؟ من إدلب. أول مرة بتشوف. He says that he's from Idlib and that this is the first time he's seeing the palace. وكيف بتحس لما بتشوف هذا يعني؟
يعني نشعر
We feel that the injustice will break down one day and justice must win. This is the idea of justice in our religion, he says. In Islam, it is a must and a promise of Allah that Islam is victorious. After nearly 14 years of a vicious civil war, to stand in this palace is a proud moment, capping off a seismic victory.
So the rebels here want to stress, they tell us, that it was not their group that ransacked this office when they first swept in. You could see actually some of the graffiti here that those first rebels wrote on the window. It says, Allah curse Hafiz's soul, Hafiz al-Assad being the father of Bashar. When you look at these ceilings and these chandeliers, the marble, the detail, this is the kind of opulence, this lavish lifestyle that engendered so much resentment from so many Syrians who have been struggling to survive for decades while the Assad family lived like this.
In a warehouse, rows and rows of luxury cars, Ferraris, Lamborghinis, and classic Cadillacs. This was a dynasty that will be remembered not only for its brutality, but its deep corruption. Below the palace in the heart of Damascus, crowds gathered in Umayyad Square. Under Assad's rule, the Syrian people were forced to worship him. Now they finally have the freedom to celebrate his demise.